Hey, Alan Cowgill here, and I am excited about my boot camp coming up in November, the 1st through the 4th at the Doubletree Hilton in Charlotte. And I want you to join me. There's a picture of the hotel right there. It's got a lot of things going for it. The hotel's within 4.5 miles, and they got a shuttle, free airport shuttle. Um, and the rooms are cool, flat screen TV, free Wi-Fi, and there's upgradable rooms, free breakfast. So many of you would be happy about that, and they got a workout room and things like that. That link that you see up there, https:// and then AlanCowgill.com/WTGTM3. And those letters stand for where to get the money. This is all about money. Take a screenshot of this page right here, and you can show up at 9 o'clock on Thursday. You want to show up a little bit early so you can get registered. And I'll go to 6 that day, and then the other days it's 8 to 6, except Sunday I cut it off at 4 to get everybody home, including myself. So just sign up. Now, what's happened to me over the last few years that I have to take action on as a businessman, you would too, a business person. Some of my students will say, "Yeah, Alan, I'm coming," and then they don't show up. Well, that causes me financial pain and more. So I want to talk to you about it for just a second. In that, we will create manuals. My last boot camp, we created 41 manuals that were not used. 3-ring binders with 100 plus pages of information inside that I personally, at the end of the boot camp, had to dump all those pages and throw them away that I had paid for and transported them to the event. So you wouldn't like that either. Name badges. Well, we make them out. We want to make sure the spelling of your name's right. My office spends a lot of time and effort making sure those are correct. We put them inside a plastic holder, and then we attach a lanyard to them for you to carry around your neck, because we put a ticket in there where you can win prizes and stuff. So can you imagine having 41 extra ones? Now, listen, all events, big events, they get some attrition. People say they're coming. Life gets in the way, stuff like that. I understand that, but this is getting out of hand. This is just crazy. And then we put together multiple rosters for myself, my staff, on so that we're up to speed. Everybody on my team is up to speed on who's there, and expectations. We get expectations that we're going to have X number of people, and then all of a sudden, it's less than what we expected, considerably less in the last event. In fact, for the last year or two, it's been that way. And guest speakers, every now and then I'll invite speakers in. They will ship in product based on the head count that I give them. They got to fly and have a room and all that kind of stuff. They come in, and then the room is tinier than what they expected, all because somebody said yes and then they didn't show up. Materials, I personally have my staff create additional materials. I don't want to get into all of it right now, but we're making extra stuff. So I'm throwing away pages and pages of stuff that we had there ready for you that we could have given to you if that people would have shown up. And then seating. I know you don't know this, but what happens the night before, and actually a month before, we give the hotel a layout based on anticipated head count. And then the night before the event starts, my staff and I are working with the hotel crew to set up tables, to set up the appropriate chairs, so we can handle everything. So when you show up, you got a place to sit down and start learning. Well, can you imagine 41 folks seating up for 41 folks that didn't show? So what happens after that? Then the crew has to come back in the next day, the next night, and get rid of the extra chairs, and then also the room size. I have to buy a certain size room on that. So why do I tell you this? Well, I've talked to other speakers, and they're experiencing the same thing. And so what they're charging is a refundable $97 seat reservation. Now, I hate to do this because it's just more work for us, but it beats not having a bunch of empty chairs. So we know who's showing up. So what happens is I need to have you pay $97 for me to reserve your seat. And then if you can't show up, just let me know 48 hours in advance of the boot camp, 2 days in advance of boot camp, and I'll give you your money back. Or if you show up, which is the goal, I'll give your money back. So it's not about me keeping your money at all. It's about making sure that the people say yes mean yes, and that's what I'm looking for. Um, hey, Charlotte's got some cool stuff. They got an amusement park, and they got NASCAR Hall of Fame, Billy Graham Library. So if you want to do a little vacationing there, not while I'm teaching, but in other times, come in a day earlier, stay a day afterwards, even better, and you enjoy the city. Look, after you register at that link that I just gave you, you're going to be redirected to the blog, and you can see that there. And one of the things that I like to do on that blog is download this page. And so that's just a part of it. It's actually a two-page document that we create to give you information about the event and the address of the event and stuff like that. So very important. So I'm looking forward to seeing you. This event is going to rock. You will love it. I got a lot of new surprises and cool stuff to roll out. So be there and enjoy everything. So to your wealth.